So yes, Jusant, made by the company Don't Nod. I guess they sent me a code for this game a while ago, so yeah, I'll check it out. I've been a big fan of the Don't Nod company. I've enjoyed their Life is Strange games. I've only beaten the first one though. Never got around to beating the second one with the brothers. Never finished the third one with the soundtrack that entirely got muted while I was streaming it because they put a whole bunch of copyrighted songs into their games, and then they enabled streaming mode, which means all the music is silenced and everyone's just jamming out to awkwardly nothingness. You gotta replace the music with something. It can't just be static. So even though even though I haven't seen all of their games to the end, yeah, let's check out Jusant and see if this one's any good. Not even static. I suppose that's true. Static would have been... I don't know if it would be better. We'll just assume the radio is broken and they're jamming out to it. Okay, so apparently this is a puzzle climbing game, which is odd. Jusant is a French nautical term for a receding tide. I was unaware of that. Also, I have the dyslexia font on because it looks kind of nice. I haven't seen very many games that have that option. And even though I myself am not dyslexic, I think the font looks nice. Ouch, flashbang, sorry. What a haunting scene we're beginning with here. A desolate wasteland, bunch of wrecked ships. Yeah, that was a pretty severe Jusant, alright. Can we get some tide? Can I have some tide, please? Don't worry, the anchor has been set, so we're not gonna get carried away. Is that me? Am I the protagonist from Journey entering a second game? I remember Journey back in the PlayStation 3. Zach really enjoyed that game. I beat it once. Thought it was pretty good. Ooh, I got some sun goggles on right now. Little slits to block out all of the sun. My skin is orange, though. Almost as orange as that bird's beak. It's lovely music. Nice and relaxing. There's an old lobster trap there I think I can see. We're just walking past it. We're not gonna take the lobster trap, apparently. Hello, Sendo Rage. The seagulls are accompanying me on my journey across the desert. And apparently we're heading towards some a tall structure we're probably gonna be climbing the entire time. Yep, because it's a climbing puzzle game, apparently. Jusant, or like just climbing and solving puzzles, apparently. You say this game looks neat. I agree. Oh, a cute little stylized crab there is. He's adorable. Who's gonna eat that pebble? Oh, I'm blind! I wonder if I'm gonna have any important decisions I need to make, like some of the other games they've made, or if this is really a totally different style. Kind of a linear puzzler game, perhaps. What am I looking around? I heard a noise. Am I transporting a baby like this is Death Stranding? It's a little blue blob. So do I need to get all the way up there? If so, can I find an elevator? The entire game is spent climbing up this mountainside, and turns out there was an elevator the entire time. You're watching our New Vegas videos right now. The Frontier Bounty series is the best. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Frontier Bounty series. I think that was only 1 or 2 episodes long, but yeah, that was a fun little quest in the Frontier. So here we are. Can I step on these candles thing? I can step on them. They don't seem to be being destroyed. There's some rope here. A bunch of debris, detritus that may have washed upon the shore back when there was water reaching all the way up here. Well, we're up pretty high, all right. We climbed a lot of stairs already. Dang, look at all that down there. There's a beached ship, a wear and tear. Yeah, a bunch of birds too. Those are seagulls, so there's got to be water nearby, right? Or at least that's what seagulls usually do, like to stay near, is water. Go back, see if there's an elevator. I found a crab. A to climb. I was gonna grab that crab, but I guess I won't. Before I start heading up, let me see if there's anything I can pick up. Doesn't seem to be the case. I don't know if there's gonna be any tools around here. Probably shouldn't be climbing unless I've got my harness, you know? I don't want to accidentally fall off and break a few things. But I guess I'm gonna start climbing. I get to the very top and I find out that this giant rock is sentient. This is just another Shadow of the Colossus game. LT or RT, so I'm tapping L, R, L. Okay, so the shoulder buttons control my hands. Search for a hold with the left stick. Right stick just moves the camera. Left stick is like, figured things out. Okay. You say Cocker and Locker. Cocker and Cuddy were the best part of the mod. Yeah, they absolutely. From Better Angels and New Vegas Bounties 3. It's not quite the Frontiers Bounty videos. It is, yeah, New Vegas Bounties 3. The position of the duck avatar makes it seem like he has a Pixar-level Thank you. I can always relocate him. crop him out. Seagulls can be found in landlocked areas as long as there's enough pastries. That's true. I've seen plenty of them in parking lots, especially theme park parking lots, where there's a lot of people throwing out food. They're scavengers, all right. Okay, B, what does B do? No. That is okay, so that's a safety harness. And you automatically hook up to it when you put your hands in the harnesses. Okay. I am alternating between left and right triggers. Ooh, all right. Okay, it's a bit of a puzzler. Well, I guess we'll see when the actual difficult puzzles come into play. Maybe these rocks will get spaced further and further apart. That icon displays the rope's main carabiner. When full, it means the rope is wound in. When empty, the rope is attached to a wall. Oh, my tip is gone. I was going to read that. I was going to review it more. Nope, can't go up there. Do I not hook into this one, though? Do I not want to hook into this one? If I hit B, do I hold down B? No, apparently. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Okay. You were excited to see a new Fallout 4 mod, and you're searching and seeing one of your favorite weird guns, the G11. Apparently, Zach enjoys that as well. Hello, Dark Knight Prinny. We saw our home video earlier. There's got to be more of those lying around somewhere. There might be a few more, but I don't know if I want to go searching for them. They seem pretty cursed. Now we got to wind in the rope. Very well. Neat. We've wound it in now. And we continue to ascend. Ooh, okay. So this is a bit of shade from the sun here. Let me just take a moment to enjoy the view. Is that another watercraft beached on the rocks there? It must be. I see an anchor dangling overside. I wonder how high up we're going to go. Is that the point of the game, is to climb to the top of this rock? It may well be. Maybe we'll find some things along the way. These carabiners automatically secure the climb and show you the right path to take. All right, link myself up there. I'm just alternating between the two shoulder buttons as I ascend. Seems easy enough, but we're just getting started. You heard that Paul from Mitten Squad passed away. Yes, very sad news. The cool thing about the G11 is that on 3-round bursts, the recoil won't hit the shooters until the 3rd round leaves the barrel. I believe Zach mentions that. It wasn't in the... If it wasn't in the video that went out today, it might be in the video that goes out tomorrow. Because as we find out, the G11 in this game, in Fallout 4, has a loyalty quest. Okay, let me just wind this back in. Where am I heading now? There's some, there's that right there. Can I go over here? I can't go over here. So if I come over here, can I ascend somewhere else? Do I crawl through a crawl space? Did I go? Oh, here we go. I can climb this. I wonder if I can switch hands, actually. Hold on. I fall left hand, right hand, left. There we go. Okay, so right hand, left hand, right hand. And I'm going to want to have left hand here so I get to right hand over here. That might be part of the puzzling part. I have to figure out which hand I'm going to use to start reaching, because sometimes things might be too far away. I'll assume that's part of the puzzler. Ooh, and now we're getting a little farther away from the proper handholds. This feels like a tech or art demo game, not quite the walking simulator, but close. Well, we're only 5 minutes in. We'll see what else it does besides being a climbing simulator. A friend of yours got you into Zach's playthrough of New Vegas and ours. Yeah, our playthrough of New Vegas. So shout out Elemental Gamer 07 on YouTube. Well, credit to them. I appreciate that you're here. It's pretty cool. Let me wind this back in. And we continue to climb. Oh, there's no handholds, though. Okay. These 3 small icons represent the secondary pythons. If they're full, they're available to use. If they're empty, the pythons are already attached to a wall. So I'm guessing a python is a thing I can put into a wall if I need it. If I don't have enough handholds, perhaps. Like maybe right here. Place a python. I guess I did it. Hold A to load a jump. Okay. I'm loading a jump. Do I want to fall off? Whoa, okay. I'm figuring things out. Oh, I can swing from the python. Very well. Yep. I didn't get anywhere. Yep. Am I doing it? I feel like I'm not doing it. Oh no! I'm swinging around. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be going. I guess I figured that part out. Oh, I can do it. I can do it. There we go. Nope. There we go. And is the green bar... That might be my stamina meter. There might be limited stamina, just like in Shadow of the Colossus. In fact, I'm pretty sure there is. Right hand gauge represents your stamina. Monitor it and don't let yourself fall. Yep. So we got a stamina gauge, which I kind of figured because there is an option to give yourself infinite stamina in the accessibility menu. Grab this one. Seems like Lara Croft playthrough. Maybe. I mean, in the sense that we are climbing a thing, and now we're here on the netting. And I let go. Whoa! Then I held back on again. Let me climb back up. Oh no, I didn't mean to jump off. Okay. Apparently A isn't jump up like in some games. It's jump off. Do I have to place a python? What if I just jumped up? Hey, that worked. Didn't have to place a python after all. Although I am getting kind of low. X to place a python. That way if I fall off, I'll swing from here, I think. Yes? Am I building up my stamina right now? I am not. Doesn't seem so, at least. Do I need to climb things fast? And if I don't, then I'm going to fall. That might be the case. In which case, I need to move faster. I can feel my heartbeat, which means I need to go, go, go. I did it. I got to the top of this particular section. And we reel it back in. And a small little crab, yeah. Can ducks climb? This one can. This duck defies expectations. It's P-ton, unfortunately. I might not say it that way. How's my day going? It is going well, Viking. Again, more lobster traps right here. More fish stuff. More fishing stuff. We've reached a level where there's just... How high was the tide previously? Because apparently it went up for quite a ways. Well, let's not wait around. Let's continue to go. Down in this area, we've got more fish netting. Okay, are we going to keep on finding more fishing gear? No matter how high we climb? Eventually we'll run out, right? You would assume so. Unless the tide really has rescinded so far. I'm not sure how far the tides go on this planet. Or how far back they used to. Or if this is supposed to be some kind of Earth analog. I just don't know. What game is this? It is called Jusant. Apparently it is an action puzzler climbing game. I've already found the climbing part. I'm assuming the puzzling comes later. Am I trying to brand build with the duck avatar or just thought it'd be fun? It's just nice to have a little avatar out on screen. Let me just reel this in, as always. Bring it back. Okay, so we've got another... Can't really climb from here, but I guess I'm supposed to latch on and start swinging. Yeah, gotta place my carabiner over... Grab... Can I not grab it? I just want to grab. Oh, there we go. Kind of. All right, I'll press X here. No? All right, I jump. All right, I'm done learning the menu. X. Pressing X. Press X now. There we go. And now we start swinging, as you want me to do, apparently. I'm not going to be able to get a lot of momentum this way, but apparently this is what you wanted me to do. Oh, wait, I probably need to drop down. I might need to drop down. Hold on. Stop swinging. Drop down. Drop. B to release. X to release. Shimmy down to release. I don't know. Give my duck jiggle physics. Oh, gosh. Left button to go down. I'm trying. Okay. It's going to take a while for me to learn these controls. It's a little rough. Okay, there we are. Good enough for me! Oh, no. Not a good sign. Try again. Yes? Is this where I wanted to be? Am I breaking the game? I'm not sure. Third time is the charm. Nope. Okay, I'm swinging around right here, but what does this do for me? Let go. Latch onto that thing. Okay, nope. Jump off. Let me grab the thing. Do I need to repel even more? I will. I think I might need to repel some more. I'm tapping left. Oh, I'm tapping left trigger, not left button. That's why I'm not actually descending. There we are. Oh, now we go. Yeah, oh, I had it. Oh, I forgot I have to manually grab on with the triggers. I almost let myself fall, but I got it. There we are. Someone must have had a panic attack carving that home out of the cliff. Maybe it was mermaids. Because this area did used to be underwater, apparently. You can guess from all this coral. Wait, there's a bunch of coral here. Does that mean the water rescinded recently? Or is this land coral? It's an odd thing. A mystery to solve, I suppose. Ooh, okay, I need to go up that way, but what's down in this corner? Can I go in here? No? Underwater reel door? I hear sweeping noises. Also, what's this? That's a lever? I can apparently attach to this and descend? Who is building this? All right, well, I'm not sure, but I'm going down. Might have found my first secret. What's down here? Detach. Oh, wait, did I just go all the way back down? I need to go back up? I did, didn't I? I should have stayed attached, because I could have gone back up. Well, what's over here? Okay, we're just gonna start climbing this ladder. Where does this take us? Yep. Okay, here we are, reach the top. Get up this and up these stairs. I can probably detach from that down there and out. There we go, with the crabs. Yeah, I'm just going in a loop now. Very well. Let's go. Grab on. Left. Left trigger. Left button, left shoulder, right trigger, right button, X, Y, B, A. I'm not sure what button you want me to use here. I was on this earlier, but now you won't get on it. I'm finding these controls to be a little maddening. It might be better once I'm used to them, but right now just learning the controls is a bit maddening. Get on the thing. Can I not because this thing is detached or something? Tether first. Well, I'm holding B to tether, but he's not tethering. Also, he normally, or she normally, I'm not sure, but automatically we tether to things once I latch on, but he's not doing it. Get. Okay, apparently this is not the way I'm going. I need to go up this way, possibly. Apparently there's this thing here. What's this? Another sleep turning over stones at the old delta. 2 belay stations for parts, yada yada yada. Smooth sailing. I finally caught an old knitting machine for Ennio. Not in great shape, but we should be able to tinker with it. Going to haul it up to low tide, though. Low tide is capitalized. Maybe that's a location? Stop doing business with Rem. All he does is dismantle my discoveries and sell them for parts. To the heights. There's a whole society up here on these cliffs, apparently. Well, I found the note. Fine, I'll go back the way I came, because apparently this is not what I needed to be doing. So, drop down. I said drop down. Pick a lane and drop down. Can I not drop down anymore? Can I only go up? There we go. I'm not sure what button causes you to drop down. I should probably figure that out. Get up there. Oh my god. Learning these controls is going to be maddening. Fine, whatever, drop. Fall off. Disconnect. And now I'm going... Where was I going originally? I got sidetracked going this way. Wind up the rope, head down here, head out the door. Okay, there we are. We're back out of the side path. So we were going up this way, I do believe. Oh, those rungs are broken. Technically, you can still climb on broken rungs, though. Like, this isn't an obstacle. You can grab onto these things still. It's a little obnoxious, sure, but you can grab... Okay, apparently he literally cannot grab onto them. Very well. This is the way I needed to go after all. How am I doing? I am doing well, fellow warden. I'm just retracing my steps, going back up the way I meant to. You gotta remember to hold down. It's such an odd thing to have to hold down the trigger buttons to make sure that your hands actually grab on. It's very counterintuitive. I've played so many games where you climb just by default. Just you press up on the control stick and your character ascends, but you have to be very, very decisive with this one. Very meticulous. One hand in front of the other. Reel it in, and up we go. So apparently we're going this way. I have no idea how I get there. I need to figure this out. Okay, detach. Left button. Left button. Left trigger. Right trigger. Right button. None of the shoulder buttons. X. Okay, apparently it was X. The rope can be attached to most surfaces by holding down X. Good to know. And now left button to descend. As far as we can go. My opinion on the games Black Myth, Wukong, and Nexus. Never heard of them. Unaware that those games existed. Whoop. Oh, I forgot to hold down the shoulder. I forgot to hold down the shoulder buttons again. It's just not a thing I'm used to doing. Woo. Okay, I need to go up a little bit, I think. I can't get any grip if I'm running on air down here, so up we go. Got it. And now we reel it in. What am I wishing to get for Christmas? Nothing. I want for nothing. I'm just happy you're all here and I'm having a good time and, yeah. I hope everyone else gets what they want. Ooh, what's the thing here? What's this? Picking it up and it's, seashell. Hearing the noises of the ocean that doesn't exist anymore. Memories of a distant past. Back when the water used to rise all the way up here, apparently. The sounds of people working at the forge over here, the workshop. Hammer, tools. They were chiseling things into the wall. And then we put these ladders over top of it. Kind of rude of us. Okay, so I might need to start looking at some hieroglyphics here. Some picture walls. Seeing if I can decipher the story of this game just by looking at what's been carved into the wall that I'm climbing. Looks like I may need to be a little bit more attentive than usual. Okay, let's stop daydreaming and sky gazing. Gotta hold down B to stop. Ooh, and the seashell disintegrates after I've listened to it. How odd. It was made out of ghost matter. Well, let's see if we can find our way to the puzzle aspect of this. Climbing the rungs on a ladder. That's what the steps are called. They're called rungs. See you later, seagull. Detach. And we'll go... Ooh, what's this? Another note. Yeek. Yeek is apparently somebody's name. How are things at the sawmill? Business has been slow at the restaurant. Almost no one came to the last music night, even though people are climbing down from all over. I know we don't play the shells anymore, but still. I was thinking about that scaffolding. Thinking about adding scaffolding down to the side of the upside-down cliff. Okay, so there's some correspondence here. Run into old Sonja, rummaging around your area. Yes, people were living here, it would seem, but it is the past tense. Ooh, so we have a bit of a sawmill here. We got a blade. I was initially looking at this thinking, ooh, what is this, like a crafting table for sewing or something? But no, it's there's a saw right here, and I'm walking on planks of wood, so it's a sawmill. They were building something. Ooh, is this a ladder? Can I go in the ladder? I called it a ladder. I meant to say elevator. But apparently I cannot use that. And we will continue on. Attach this with X, and then descend. How far can we extend? Apparently pretty dang far. Oh, did the rope just change yellow? Oh, does it become red if I go down even further? I'm not sure, but I need to ascend. Oh, I got an automatic winder. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's start running along the wall here. I need to get, do I need to descend even more, actually? Oh, I think I need to go over there to that wall. Okay, so I need to climb up a little bit. And there should be enough slack. And yes! Oh, I overshot it. We'll try it again, though. There we go. Oh, remember that jumping does not actually get you higher. Jumping only means that you'll jump off to your death. What is my opinion on the differences between old Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas power armor, where it was just pieces of cloth instead of an Iron Man suit? You mean like in Fallout 4? Yeah, Fallout 4 has a lot of problems, but it definitely had a much more interesting version of the power armor. It did make you feel like you were driving an actual suit of armor as opposed to just wearing a set of clothing. Oh, what did I found some bubbles. Are they sentient bubbles? Winding in and chasing them down. Okay. Yeah, there's some kind of animal life form, it would seem. Pretty cool looking things. Dropping down, dropping down. X. X. Oh wait, Y to check this out. It's another lever to flip. It's not a lever, it's just gonna give me a point where I can descend. Moo to you too. And down we go. Okay, we're here on this floor. Another ladder I can go down. Oh, I'm back up at the sawmill. Hold on, I don't want to be down here. Good thing I haven't detached yet. Wind me back up. Wind me back up. Let me... Can I go back up? Oh no. I'm caught on this stupid ladder apparently. My dumb character can't undetach from the freaking ladder. Went on the ground, wind in the rope. I don't want to wind in the rope. I don't want to... No. Oh, what's going on? Game's a little jank. Or maybe I'm just breaking it because I have no idea what I'm doing because this is such an odd mechanic for me. You finally started playing Fallout 4. First thing you did was use the console to add like 20 fusion cores. No, one of the best parts about these games... Woo! Out, broke my arm. One of the best things about those Fallout games is you can do console commands and just play the game however you want. Much in the same way that Zach and I don't really do any of the base building. We just activate God mode. The best part about Fallout 4's Game Broyo engine, having the same engine for so many years, is that you become familiar with the console commands that you can use to skip the parts of the game that you hate. And really, who doesn't want to do that? Who doesn't have parts of games that they hate and they would love to skip them? Oops, hit a button. I'm winding down. There we go. Going back up. Think we'll ever get another Fallout game in another country or a DLC in current Alaska for Fallout? In current Alaska? I don't know. The possibilities are endless, but with the rate that they're putting out Fallout games, probably not likely. Am I Tarzan? Well, I don't know if Tarzan climbs rocks. This is very much not a jungle setting, but I assume that if Tarzan were here, he would behave in a very similar manner. Maybe he wouldn't use carabiners and climbing ropes, but he probably would just keep on climbing. How long did it take for Zach and I to burn out on Starfield? You put in 60 hours or so on yours. I think it was longer for Zach than me. It might have been 60 hours or so for him. I wouldn't necessarily say I was burned out, but I did stop playing after about 20 hours. Didn't really feel the need to keep playing after 20 hours. There are so many good games out there, and it's kind of hard for me to commit to playing a game, even if it's one of Bethesda's games, if I'm not having a great time. And I honestly wasn't. Put another pipe in there, and then... Oh, I gotta remember not to tap A to jump, because it doesn't work that way. B is to drop. No, no. Okay, I place a python. And I... Okay, so I placed a python, but what does that do for me? Can I jump up? Okay, apparently A did work there. Jumping up here is how I got up here. Good, good, good. You heard John Cena in a Honda ad. Wouldn't surprise me. Doing ads is lucrative business. You always download Skip the Fade mod for Dragon Age. Absolutely. I don't know of very many people who like the Fade in Dragon Age Origins. I was really happy with the mod selection that I saw for Dragon Age Origins. That really is the best Dragon Age game so far. Not that 2 was bad, or that 3 had no redeeming qualities, but the first one, Dragon Age Origin really is the best one, isn't it? Like, I think we can all come to that consensus, right? Even though it didn't have a voice protagonist, and even though some of the elements may have been cliché, it did a lot of stuff really well, and then the subsequent games just didn't do as much. Yeah, they added voice acting, and they changed up the style of some things, but they added a lot of stuff that detracted from it. Or they just didn't go far enough, like with Dragon Age 2, where they reused a lot of dungeons, and that kind of hurt a lot of everyone's opinion on it. I would love another good Dragon Age game, but I don't have high hopes for Dreadwolf. Dragon Age 4. Attach here. Do RPGs need voice protagonists? I think it can be done well. I think Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy, does great with that. Ooh, man, this is... Yeah, okay, we're apparently a very talented climber, because these walls were always very intimidating whenever I went to one of those rock climbing areas. Yikes. Well, apparently we have a lot of stamina, so... Okay, I placed a python, but now what? Apparently I can double jump, apparently. AA to perform a double jump. Hey! Alright, second time did it. You tried to get into Inquisition and couldn't get through it. It is a bit of a slog. Yeah. Dragon Age Inquisition is an art... I've described Dragon Age Inquisition the same way I've described Mass Effect Andromeda, in that it's a pretty good game, but it's surrounded by a bad game, and if you want to play the good bits, you also have to play the bad bits. So Dragon Age Inquisition has a lot of really mind-numbing, boring missions where you gotta slog through waves of enemies, and Mass Effect Andromeda has... You have to drive everywhere in the car for a good third of the game. It's not fun. And we detach again. Yeah, if I were going to introduce Zach to any of the Dragon Age games, which I don't know if I would, because he's not as much of an RPG fan as I am, I definitely think I would be interested in seeing how he played a bit of Dragon Age Origins. So, do I need to, like, throw my rope up here? There's no way I can detach... Can I, like, shoot the rope at it? Apparently I can. Very well. Up we go. Interesting mechanic. Do I have to swing? Jump! Apparently I had to swing. Woo! Alright. And now we're over on this side. I should have my own card game. Well, apparently they're pretty easy to make, which is why I keep on getting... I keep on seeing so many games out there. So many card battler games out there. Trying to do similar things to what Slay the Spire has done. It's nice to see when a game takes their own twist on it, though. Like, Alina of the Arena was good because it added some battlefield positioning elements. That was pretty cool. Yep, and we jumped, and we made it. Nice. And we continue to ascend. Okay, so I'm starting to get the controls down packed a little bit more. I was struggling for a bit. I felt lost in the sauce. I feel like I wasn't figuring things out, but there we go. The triggers to move around. A to jump, X to put in the python. Placing a secondary python anchors you if you fall. Okay. I've got 3 pythons, apparently, for each climb. I still need to keep climbing. I can't drop off here. And we ascend with a jump. Oh, no. How about, can I jump here? Oh, there we go. If your stamina is empty, left stick replenishes it so you can keep climbing. Okay. It's odd that you would give me a stamina mechanic and then a way to circumvent it. Oh, okay. I'm shaking loose my arms. Okay, I see. I'm not sure if there's a finite amount of stamina I can use. Can I ascend? Can I stand here? It looks like I'd be able to stand on that, but apparently I can't stand on that, so I'm going all the way back down. It's probably not as bad as, let's say, Getting Over It. That game seemed like it'd be a very maddening climbing game, but it was a pretty big fall for me. It'll be alright, though. Dragon Age Inquisition always felt like an MMO in terms of gameplay. Absolutely agreed. The worst part of Dragon Age Inquisition is the shoehorned in MMO mechanics. Should I call it shoehorned in? It might not be. That might not be a proper way to describe it. They're unnecessary, though. The tight experience from Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 are thrown out the window for a large, expansive, but ultimately very boring slog of a world. There are fad card games like Final Fantasy. Hey, if you're talking about Triple Triad, I mean, the fact that we're talking about it means it did something right. All right, shake it off. Shake it off. I got to shake it off. All right, and then we go over here. Do I have to tap? I should probably put in a python like the game said. You know, place a secondary python in case I fall. Hint, hint, it's saying. Yeah, that's my problem is that I didn't do that. Okay, let's jump. Charge a jump, and up we go. There we go. Nope. There we go. I can't go any higher, it looks like. Oh, I can go over here? Can I go over there? I can probably go over here, right? Right here. And we jump. And we're on the ground. All right. Reel it in. Sounds good to me. Made some progress, I think. Although I don't think there's anything here for me. Oh, actually, no, I take it back. There's a chasm. There's a very deep chasm with some critters running around on the other side of the chasm. Green Venus, you say that you really enjoy this game. It came out recently, so I don't think a whole lot of people know about it. But so far, it seems to be kind of novel, kind of unique. For me, the jury is still out. It's hard for me to pass judgment on a game that's only half an hour of me. It's hard to judge a game when I'm only half an hour into it, is how I should say that. I've got a big blue tail. I'm just running. Yoink! So the rope is turned up. So yeah, it does turn from green to yellow, then... Let me go! Let me go! Welcome, Bloodfang. That's a nice looking tower there. A lot of birds. Wish I could fly. Would certainly make my ascent go quicker. Who's a better Tarzan, me or Zach? Probably me. I've played a lot of games that involve climbing. Uncharted. Uncharted 2. Uncharted 3, this game, Infamous 2, some of the other games that have you just doing nonstop building climbing or running up buildings, stuff like that. The music is neat. Yes, this game has some great presentation so far. The graphics and the music sound great. Audio design, solid. Yeah, this honestly, this seems like the kind of game that Zach might enjoy more than me. It's giving off a bit of eco vibes. Small man running around, giant world space. He might find the climbing mechanics more frustrating than I do, though. And I do find them a little obnoxious, but it's going to take some getting used to. Oh, are we going up? We ascending? Oh, this place has stairs. Nice. Climbing this old lighthouse or something? Is that what this is? Let me get to a nice vantage point so I can enjoy the view. I'll just peek out here. Can I go into first-person mode? No, not really. I just swing the camera around. Yeah, looking very nice. Very nice. A lot of ruined rocky areas down there. And I can't even see the peak of this rocky formation, so we'll have to continue ascending and hope we don't fall to our deaths. Breath of the Wild. Is there a lot of climbing in that game? I imagine there must be. So, yeah, maybe Zach has more experience. Hard to say. Hard to say for certain. I imagine that if I had to choose, though, I would still say me. I'm more of a climber, platformer guy. He's more of a, I don't know, shooter, puzzler guy. Oh, man. So I can throw my rope over here. Can I drop the bridge down? Yeah, okay. So I'm not ascending with that particular rope. I'm just making a bridge for myself. Good. And we pick up this note. I'm finally leaving. 12 octaves after the Jusant. What's an octave? A month? I'm going to guess maybe a month. Or maybe it's a week. I don't know. The old harbor master's office, and note caught my eye. It sounds like poetry. Expedition to the clouds. Seeking hope and water. You're hoping that there's water at the top of this? Or maybe they were on an expedition down. Join us, Becca and Arlo's farm Highfield, to journey together. Trying to find the meaning of life. It'll do me good to see the world, apparently. There will be other adventurers leaving from low tide. I don't want to make my way to the meeting point with the rest of the expedition all by myself. Oh no, my parents, I forgot about them. What am I going to tell them? See you around, folks. I'm off on an adventure. Maybe I'll come back alive. Who knows? Farewell, my lighthouse. You welcomed me with wonder, and you've kept me company as I've pondered too much. Oh, I was right. This is a lighthouse. Neat. Adventure calls. Adventure calls indeed. Can I ascend? I can ascend. Up the lighthouse we continue to go. What will I do when the zombies come? Cry. Cry and weep for the lost society. Do I think there's a chance we will get an Infamous 4? I don't know. I haven't played Infamous 3 Second Son. It's so weird how the third game in the series was called Second Son. little weird. But as much as I love Sucker Punch, I just haven't gotten around to... Oh, boy. Haven't gotten around to playing Second Son. Don't have a PlayStation 4. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. I am finding a little too many ways to break this game, I feel. Let me descend here. There we go. I've hanged myself. Back up we go. Reel me in. Oh, I banged my head. And I'm unconscious now. Didn't the infamous company go under? No. I believe Sucker Punch made that one Dark Souls-like game maybe not recently, a few years ago. It was Senkai. I obviously didn't play it. I can't remember the name of it. It's the Dark Souls game where it's kind of stealthy. Oh no, things are all broken. All right, time to detach. Oh no, I should not have come all the way over here. I need to let myself get on the ground because this is not looking good for me. All right, let's try and fix this. Let's try and fix what I broke. Detach. Try again. You like Cyberpunk 2077's world, not so much the game itself. Fair enough. That's how I feel about Fallout 76. The world space seems really awesome. But I can't play that game. I've tried. Lord, how I have tried. It's maddening. That I want to enjoy that game, and I can't. Because the gameplay is not for me. Place a python here. I can do that, sure. Oh, can I descend here, actually? Do I need to descend here? Do I need to go up? Ooh, my, that's quite a sight to see. Left trigger, right trigger, release to let yourself drop. Maybe I need to swing over there? Well, here I am dangling. Oh, I need to go over there, don't I? Some classic platform swinging. Is that going to be enough? I think that's going to be enough. Just like in the schoolyard on the playground swing set. Yay! Hey, we made it. Reel me in, boys. And up we go again, boys. Oh! And by up, I meant down, apparently. As I have fallen off. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, and we're not fine. And we're fine again. Come on now. How do we do this? Up. Oh, wait. Is there a thing I need to latch the rope over there, maybe? Right there. There we go. That's much easier. When on the ground, B winds in the rope. Yeah. But I'm not winding in the rope. I want to go up. Or do I want to go down? Is there anything up here? I see a thing, but it doesn't seem like I can interact with it. Then I must need to go down. It would be fun to parachute and jump from here. Yeah, I imagine so. Pretty awesome sight to see, just descending around here. Maybe that's what we can do at the end of the game. We get to the top of the mountain, then we parachute down, and it takes us forever because it's a long time to get up here. Descending we go. You tried, and you just couldn't like the idea of mining and stuff, so you can't. Yeah, there are a lot of games that try to distract you with mining, and I do not like them. Starfield being one of them, I suppose. Yeah, Fallout 76. Yeah, even if you have friends like I do with Zach, you know, the both of us tried to play Fallout 76, and we had some fun with it. We did end up with 4 or 5 videos on the channel, but overall, it was very difficult for us to enjoy that game, even with each other as company. Some people have fun with it, and more power to them, but it was really difficult for us. Oh, we're over here now. Wait, do I even want to... I didn't want to be over here, did I? At least not down here. Hold on, let me get back up. So, winding up, winding up. So I was right there. Oh, I need to grab onto that thing. That's what I need to grab onto. Might take me a little bit of time. I'll figure it out, though. Don't worry. How do I stay so positive? What is my secret? I don't know. I don't like being angry, I guess. Being upset has never really helped me out. It's never served me well. I've gotten this far in life by generally staying positive, and other people like it when you're positive, and it helps them be positive, too. And oh, no! I wish I could say I was always positive. That's not the case. But I definitely try to be positive, especially when I'm with other people. It's one of the reasons I'm glad I'm not still playing Overwatch, because that game made me very angry. I never yelled at anyone, but I did mutter some angry things under my breath. And that game just really boiled my blood. And I played it for many years, and I'm glad I don't anymore. Okay, so how do I jump over there? Hold on, X, put a python in, and A... Yep, there we go. That's how you do it. Just gotta think a little meticulously about this. One thing that you liked about 76 is the military weapons are rare and you have to actually look for good weapons and armor. Yeah, I'm not saying Fallout 76 doesn't have any redeeming aspects, but there's a lot that holds it over my head that I just can't get into it, you know? It just kills me. Whoop! Can I not get up that wreckage? Maybe not. Do I have to jump over here? Ooh, that's quite a long jump. Do I double jump? Hold on. Yes! Okay, double jump. And up we get. Up. Let's ascend here. Let's go up. There we go. Marvelous. You think I should scream like Tarzan or George of the Jungle when I swing? Okay, I will do that. But I will also, for your sakes, turn my head away from the microphone. Because I don't... There's no real compression in this microphone, so if I yell, it's gonna hurt. To be fair, every game is better if you've got a friend to play. Yeah, I agree with that. In my experience, it's a lot more fun to experience. There are some games that definitely benefit from it more than others, though. So I would say Fallout 76 definitely hinges on it. Games that hinge on having a friend definitely benefit from friends, yes. Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked is another one I would chalk up there, too. Because I first got that game and I played it solo, and it was not fun. I was so sad by it. But then I played with a friend, and I had a blast. It's one of my favorite Ratchet and Clank games now. Same thing for Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5 is not good if you're playing solo. I've tried, and it sucks. I asked Mo for help, but it's no use. The door won't budge. Looks like we'll have to shimmy around it. I still don't know what you could have been used for, my lighthouse. Your paintings seem to allude to water from the sky, but that's pretty vague. What am I supposed to do? So it seems as if the owner of this place, the most recent owner, or more recent owner, is a bit of a squatter, didn't build this place with his own two hands, is wondering about its purpose the same as I kind of am. Is there anything else I can see around here? There's a reel of some kind. A rope attached to a different reel. A lot of reels and ropes is around here. Okay, so I think I might be done in here. Do I continue on? I believe this is where nope, this is not where I came from. I might need to rappel down, maybe? My good mood is kind of contagious in a good way. I'm happy to hear you say that. Oh, here, this is we're climbing this. Yeah, I've definitely tried to stay positive. It's not always easy. But being upset is no fun, and especially when I'm streaming. Sometimes I'll tune into a streamer and they get really angry and it's kind of awkward. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't want you guys to feel uncomfortable. Or gals. I don't want you guys, gals, and non-binary pals to feel uncomfortable. So is this a flower? I can't attack yet. It's odd. Whoa! Okay, so we got some interesting foliage here. Unless it's mechanical, it's kind of mesmerizing for me to look at. I know I should be trying to climb back up, but I'm just admiring this weird flower, moving in a somewhat mechanical way. I must have to descend here because I've got the rope attachment point. Oh no, I just realized this game doesn't have a waypoint for me. I'm going to hate it. Who drew dick butt on the side of this thing? Water droplets on top of triangles. Triangles are sad. Or something. I don't know. Would I be more Tarzan or George of the Jungle? Honestly, I'm so far out of the loop. It's been so long since I've seen either of them that I must say I don't know the difference. Tarzan and George of the Jungle are two peas of the same pod. What's in here, I wonder, says my character. I know what you're thinking. Don't stick your dick in that. Seashell. Yeah, stick your seashell in that. Oh, you can play a song. Neat. Well, isn't this lovely? A lovely moment. Well, what did that do? A bunch of rungs start appearing on the side of the rocks? My baby is hatching! That's... Okay, that's a little slug creature. I've got a little traveling companion. We're going up. It blinks and nods in agreement. Oh, we're working in tandem, are we? To break the force field on the ring. And my tattoos are glowing. Can that open a new door? Or did that close a door behind me? Well, when my weird horn closes a door, God opens a window. Have I ever played Kingdom of Hearts? I have. I've never beaten any of them, but I've played a lot of the first one. And I know I've gleaned a bit of knowledge about the subsequent ones. But I also know that the lore and all that stuff is super complicated. Hey, that flower I was looking at earlier that seemed all mechanical did that. That was odd. It's alive! I just slam my thing into it. And just jam the climbing gear into the side of the plant. It starts screaming. Chapter 2, Migration. Alright. It's so cute. Toad's butt makes wave sounds. You know who this reminds me of? That little blue creature there? Reminds me of Buttstool from the animation I made back in, what, 2013 or like 2010? One of the first videos on the channel. I think his name was Footstool. Footstool! Stay away from that suspiciously photorealistic fire hydrant. None of you know what I'm talking about. Well, up we go. Yeah, so I played the first Kingdom of Hearts game. I think it's a fun concept, but I think the plot's all over the place. And also, I had kind of grown out of Disney characters. I think it's pretty cool you could have Donald and Goofy as teammates. And it does have that Final Fantasy style gameplay that I did enjoy when I was younger, but I had kind of grown out of both of those. I was kind of growing out of Disney and I was kind of growing out of Final Fantasy. Ayo. And then we took a zip line. A lot of functioning gear around here. An entire society built on top of another abandoned society. By using right dialogue, or by using the right on the D-pad, your companion will be able to... I didn't read the rest of that. Apparently, it's got some kind of sight. A meditative sight. What are you showing me? What am I seeing through your eyes that I cannot see with my own? A glow up there on the side of the cliff, mayhaps? No, I can see that. What do you see that I don't, though? A ring! Okay, so I mentioned earlier that I didn't have a waypoint. That might be my waypoint. If I'm ever lost, Footstool will tell me where I need to go. That's right, I've named him. His name is Footstool. After one of the very first animations I did, and one of the first videos on this channel. Alright, Footstool, let's go. How do I get up there, though? Gotta reverse engineer the solution. So from there, I can walk along the platform. There's a ladder halfway down right there, but I don't see a way to get to that ladder from here. Can't drop down to get it. Maybe I can crawl out of that circular pipe and jump over, but that doesn't seem correct. Climb up those boxes. Ooh, red ring, and there's green ring, and then blue ring. So I definitely got to get to the red ring first, it looks like. But how do I get to that ladder? That's the million-dollar question here. You're going to go look up that video real quick. All right. Be forewarned, though, it's not very good. We got these mechanical plants again. Oh, I can climb up these plants then. If I can get them to move in the same way I got the previous ones to move. By generating an echo. The echo triggers a reaction to elements around it that help you progress. What if I wasn't holding on when I did that? Echo again. Okay, so apparently the echo can be used once to establish a route, but I can't retract it, which is fine, because even if I didn't ride it, I can still just climb it, it looks like. Fair enough. Fair enough. If I get a second one of those guys, would it be called a feet stool? No, it would be another footstool. But yes, I would not have two footstools, I would have two feet stool. Like the plural of footstool is feet stool, yes. Mike wanted Mickey as a companion in Kingdom of Hearts. I was okay with Donald. Donald was always my favorite of the three main Disney characters. Mickey, Goofy, and Donald. I had a stuffed Donald Duck toy I remember carrying around when I was in elementary school. And then one of the other kids pulled on it too hard and ripped his leg off. And I was very sad and I cried about it. And my mom found out and she sewed the leg back together. But she put a little too much stuffing into Donald Duck's leg. So one of Donald Duck's legs was kind of floppy and moved around a lot. But the other one was super duper stiff. It was never the same after that, but yeah. Weird memories. You don't get to choose. As a kid, you don't get to choose which memories you hold on to. And as an adult, you don't get to choose which memories your kids will have. But that's one of mine. Hey. Oh, I dropped. I almost had it. I jumped too many times. And again. Yep. How did I miss? And again. There we go. Third time was the charm. Oh no, I need to shake it off. We got to shake it off. Shake it off. Cause the players wanna play. Hey, 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 hey. Hoo-hoo. And we continue on. Core memories, indeed. It's actually your mother's birthday today. Well, happy birthday to her. That was the start of Mike and his Duck Sona. I'm not even sure when the Duck Sona... I think that was just a coincidence. I had a couple of different Mike Burnfire avatars at the time, which it was basically just I had a bunch of characters that I liked, and I gave them a fiery background, and I made that my avatar. I had one for this character. I had one for Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. I had a few of them. And this channel kind of got popular while I had the Duckfire avatar, so it just kind of became my Feather Sona, I guess, if you want to call it that. It became the icon that I just kept on using. The video is indeed called Guy's Bad Day. You say everyone should go watch it, and you can all take a look at it if you feel like. It's not super long, it's only a 3-minute animation, but it's also a relic of its time. Be kind, keep that in mind. Ooh, we're going down into a golden hole. We got some gold down here. Ooh. Another painting, mayhaps. There's coral everywhere. It's crazy. So what am I looking at here? What is this picture saying? There's a tower, and... Nope. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I can't make head nor tails of this thing. I need more information. Looks like a sewing machine from the side. Oh, wait. Use my echo. Did that make anything happen? Does it animate that picture? It does not seem to be the case, no. You said animation is a lot better than you can do back then? Well... yeah, maybe, sure, but I was also, keep in mind, I had 3 years, almost, it was 2.5 years of game animation, digital animation experience under my belt, so it should have been a little bit better. But the tools were a lot more primitive at the time. Nowadays, you got things like Blender, and doing 3D modeling is a lot easier. Do I stand here? Is that what I gotta do? Nothing is happening. I'm looking at it, it's blue, dabu-dee dabu-die. Can I climb it? Are these rungs? Doesn't seem to be the case. Well... I made the thing blue. Whatever that did, I'm not sure. Also, oh, I'm stuck. Okay, I'm unstuck. I either got stuck or what is much more likely, my controller died because it's a crappy wireless controller, damn it. Let me plug it back in. It's a lot more responsive when it's wired. There we go. Should I check out the stalactites? Well, looking up. Oh, there's a red thing over there blinking, which is odd. Hey, footstool, you know where I'm going? You know what's going on in here? Go through the wall. Bash your head against the wall. Are you just trying to kill me, footstool? No, I promise. That's what you want to do. Have I played Manual Samuel? Nope, never heard of it. Stalagmites are the ones on the ceiling? I always thought it was stalactites because they hung tight to the ceiling. Well, here's where I came down, I believe. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I climbed up that plant, so now I gotta go up. Yep, okay. So that was just the thing I activated. Not sure what its significance is. And we continued on. Woo! Just admit I want to eat all of the bread. Bread is delicious. Who's gonna lie about that? Zach would agree with me on that. Bread is delicious. All right, no more dilly-dallying. It's time to speedrun this game. Let's go. Let's figure things out. Oh no! It's hard to speedrun when you fall off a freaking cliff. Reel me in, boys. Slow is steady. Steady is fast. How many times do I have to learn that lesson? The way you have heard it is that tights hang down. However you want to remember it, yeah, sure. I'm basically tapping the trigger buttons alternatively. I'm alternating L trigger and R trigger. Okay, so I'm guessing I jump up here. Double jump for the win! Nope. Screwed up. Okay, double jump once more. Huh. Yeah, made it. Reel it in. You remember it as tights trickle from the bottom, mites mound up from the bottom. Sure. I'm sure there are a couple of mnemonics to remember things, kind of like how there's a couple of mnemonics to remember compass directions. Never eat soggy waffles. That's the one I learned. Okay, now we can take in the sights from here. We've made a bit more progress. I like the fact that you can look down and see how far you've come. I'm sure I'll be looking down once I'm up there and seeing how much progress I've made. Seems like there's a lot of areas up there in the clouds. I could be climbing for quite a while. News. Yeah, I guess we could just remember news. That's true. All right, let's climb some more coral. Why not? Oh, wait, hold on. It's a cairn. A rock cairn. Knock it over. Or contribute to it. That might knock it over coincidentally, though. Put a thing in a wall. All right, now we ascend. No, are we not ascending here? Oh, we're descending. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go up. Can I not climb these? I thought these were climbable. I can't grab onto them? Very well. I don't see anything over there to descend onto, so we'll just unwind that. Where do I climb from here? Up this way, maybe? What is this? Echo it. Generate an echo. Yeah, I'm doing it. Hey, we got more grass down here. Did the coral turn to grass? Because it looked like grass just appeared here. I guess that is what the little wisp on my shoulder does. The footstool just makes grasses grow. Works for me. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Ascendy, 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 ascending. Ooh, is that a turtle shell? Do I grab onto that? Reach. Oh, no. I gotta remember, every time that I jump off, it's not enough to hold down the shoulder buttons. The game wants you to tap them. The controls are certainly unique. Oh, no, 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 didn't mean to do that. Shake it off. Shake it off. Get my strength back. There we go. And now we go up on this side. I see some planks we can climb. Now we shimmy to the left. And we activate that one. Okay, there we go. More things upon which to grab. And then we continue to shimmy. A shimmy, 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 shimmy. Am I a professional climber? I will be once I'm done with this game. Yep. Oh, yeah. Shake it off. Shake it off. So it does seem like there is a finite amount of stamina. I can't just keep on regenerating stamina. There's the white gauge continues to consume, it looks like. I'm eventually going to fall. Can I put a thing here? There we go. Okay, drop down. And now we swing to this one, maybe. Can I do that? Hold on, let me drop down a little bit more. Let's try it. Ouch. Do I not latch up there? Okay, hold on, let me drop down a little bit more. I think I need to grab that, maybe? Hey, Echo Boy, where are we going? We are going... That was not helpful. All right. Well, that's where I came from, that hole down there. Whoop. So we're going up here now. Or is my sponsor? I shouldn't be climbing for free, should I? I definitely should have a sponsor. So where do I go from here? Do I climb up those... That boat seems broken. Do I jump? Actually, yeah, we jump. Oh, shake it off. Shake it off. Gotta hurry up and finish soon, though. And, yep, got it. Hurry up. We're getting close, but we're also getting low on stamina. Go, 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 go. Whew, made it. All right, reel me in, boys. Ooh, what do we got? A sarcophagus over here, a bunch of eyes. Another shell, a memory of the distant past. Let's listen to it. Yes, people were living here. I get it. Somebody was pouring some tea. Ooh, playing that guitar. Yeah. Nice little sitar music. People were here enjoying a drink. Yeah, this is the bar. This was the bar mentioned in a previous note. So, you got my money? Oh, I swear I'll get it to you soon. You said that last week. You're running out of time, Mickey. No, I swear. Please don't break my other thumb. Okay, this flashback has gotten dark. Let me put the shell back down. I don't want to listen to that anymore. Not much I can do about that. That was in the distant past. That poor guy probably doesn't have any fingers left. Oh, yeah. A lot of blue coral around here. Just drop down. Double jumping allows you to go higher without being attached to anything. Yeah? Can I go into this door? Is that a lock right there? Can I not go in that door? Open it up for me. Use your magical powers. No? Okay. Then we'll move on this way. Ooh, a bunch of ropes I can descend. See your next objective as well as certain collectibles. The rings are in that way. Green and red. How do I get in there, though? Okay, maybe I need to climb up this way? Hold on. Do I attach my rope to... Hold on. Call that thing. Oh, there we go. That's the solution. And I attach my rope into this thing because I'm kind of a dick that way. It's all fine. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Yeah, this game's kind of fun. And then we jumped over. There we go. And then we jump up. Hold down A and jump. I'm figuring it out. And then we Sonic that thing. And we jump again. Oh, no, no, didn't mean to jump a third time. Gotta hurry. Gotta hurry. Okay, no, hold on. Shake it off. There we go. It's fine. Okay. Tea or coffee? I don't drink either. It's just personal preference. Although if I had to choose it, I think tea might be the lesser offensive one. Coffee can be kind of strong, but tea is just leaf juice. Do I go down from here? Do I go up from there? I see a broken ladder, but I can't really ascend anything at the moment. Whee! Sonic noises. I mean, not Sonic the Hedgehog noises, but like supersonic noises. Do I drop down? Do I jump up? I see a broken ladder before me, but what does that mean? I came up over on this edge. Oh, wait, are there some planks over there? Is that what I'm looking at? That might be where I'm going. Put the thing there. And then we shimmy over down here, maybe? Drop down. There we go. Like this. Yeah. Now we're cooking with gas. No, we're not. Can I not grab onto that? It seems like the kind of thing I might be able to grab onto. Yep. No, apparently I cannot grab onto that. Seems like I should have been able to. Ooh, maybe I gotta go around them like this. And no, that's not correct. Okay, back up. Detach from that. No, I don't drink that, Blood Fang. Don't be gross. How do I ascend there? I see a broken ladder. A cliffside. Where do I attach? I mean, there's a rope attached to an anchor. A really nice looking game. I agree. Again, the aesthetics of this game are quite lovely. Audio and visual spectacle. But any game that's difficult for me to navigate is always going to be a tough one for me to get into. Waypoints say go up there, I think. It's gone silent now. Very quiet. I don't hear much in terms of audio at the moment. But I also don't see the waypoint markers either, which is unfortunate. We were talking about Monster Energy. Yeah. Almost as gross. Almost. Okay, I put my thing here and then I drop down. Why not? Plunk. We're spelunking today. I'll figure things out by spelunking. Drop down. Okay, so that's where I was. There's the plant. We climbed up that way. It doesn't look like I'm going to the right from there. There's the ladder I wanted to go up. It looked like I could have maybe climbed those things, but it's not letting me do that. I'm not sure where it wants me to go at this point. How do I know? I'm just saying the concept is gross. I've never had either of them, but I can speculate. I want to go up, up, go up, go up. What if, here's an idea, what if I detach this thing, and then I jump? No, can't kill myself, can't fall off the cliff and die, no matter how hard I try. I see. It's like those bridges in China, they got nets behind them. Nets below them, so you can't just jump off. You got a force field on this mountain. I'm not sure where you want me to go, honestly. The waypoint doesn't seem to be helping me. All right, if you guys got any ideas on where you think I could go, you'll have to let me know, because I am lost at this point. I came up on this side. I climbed this flower, and now I'm here with this railing. I could descend, but that would just take me down to where I was. I can't go over there where those wooden planks are. My character would not grab onto them. I want to go up where this broken ladder is, and where there is very notably a cliffside, but I don't see an opportunity to do that. Using the echo doesn't work. The waypoints, it says waypoints over there, red and green, but I don't know what to make of that. Seems like it's on the other side of this cliff face. You think I might be able to use the boat? Maybe. Put this in there, drop down. The boat seems half destroyed, though. I don't know how that's going to be of use to us. How is Jusant? It's been pretty fun, but I'm kind of stuck right now. Get my own soda, that could be nice. Footstool meditating on my shoulder is the cutest. Yeah, again, game is just really cutely designed. Great audio, great visuals. No complaints there. When on the ground, B winds the rope. Thanks for the tip. So, give me another one. How long would it take me to solve a Rubik Cube? Well, I suppose if you put a guide in front of me, I'll be able to follow the guide and figure it out. But on my own, I would probably die before I figured it out. Okay, so I was on here. Can I climb up where this thing is? No. I can't continue climbing the plant. I'm right here. Ah! Up, nope, up and stuck, up and stuck. Okay, detach from this thing. Attach, we're gonna have to attach right here, I think. We'll try one more time. Over, put it on the, don't swat a fly. Put the thing on the wall. What are you doing? There you go. And down we go. So down here is where we started. Yeah, we climbed that plant all the way up there. We came from that hole right there. And we run under the boat and up here. No. And grab these things. Nope. Don't grab those things. One more time. It really feels like that's where I need to be, but my character won't grab on, so I guess that's not where I need to be. Those are also just for decoration, despite the fact that they obviously look like they could be a thing that I grab onto. Apparently, Yu Yu Hakusho has a live-action series on Netflix. Yes, I watched it this week. It's not, you know, watching Netflix is not the kind of thing I tend to do. I'm usually very busy, but I love Yu Yu Hakusho, so I had to check it out. Even though I've had a beef with Netflix ever since they canceled Inside Job, I had to at least check out the Yu Yu Hakusho series. And it's not bad. It's not going to replace the anime by any means. I feel like the anime is a bit too slow-paced. It's got some real filler, some dead weight. But the live-action series was on the other side of the spectrum. It was too quick. It cut out too much. The first 2 or 3 episodes were good, but I got about halfway into the series and I was like, if they're doing what I think they're doing, well, I hope they're not doing what I think they're doing. And then it turns out, yep, they did what I thought they were doing. They cut out perhaps, like, they basically took an entire amazing 50-episode arc from the series and just kind of boiled it down to 2 hours, and that's it. Like, an entire really well done tournament, and it's just cut out. Very unfortunate. Maybe I go right instead of left, where the stem splits. There is a plant over there. That might be it. Although that would be odd. A bit of very awkward game design if that's the case. But I'm willing to try it. I do see this plant here. These planks. Maybe that is where I need to go. And that leads right here. Put a mark in. go. Rappel down. Okay. I think this may be right. I need to rappel a bit more. Thank you for the heads up on that. It does seem like this is the way that I need to be going. Although I don't think I ever would have figured that out if I was trying to figure it out on my own. No? Is it already opened? Hold on. Let me drop down a little bit more. Noises. Okay, it actually is already a handhold at this point. Okay, I guess this is where we're going. And then we grab onto this thing. Nope. Try again. There we are. Shake it off. I'm not sure if we're going the way the game wants us to go, but we are making progress in a direction. Which is... Oh, hello. Okay. Guess we're going up this way. And even more. Yes. Thanks for the heads up on that. Correct, Road Gamer. Thank you very much for letting me know where I need to go. Wind it in. So there's a bunch of pizza in the window of that building, along with a bunch of lobster traps hanging nearby. Who puts lobster on pizza? Apparently these folks. Oh, hello, small little pig creature. Just ran right through my foot. Oh, apparently I can hit left on the D-pad to kiss the little thing on my shoulder. Pet, pet, pet. Yes, yes, you're adorable, even though your face looks kind of like a blue butt. I don't know why, little footstool, but every time I look at you, it makes me want to play Mass Effect. What is this? A pulley system? Yes, it is! Or an elevator of some kind. Wish the entire clip side had one of these. Put the thing in here. What does it do? Oh, apparently I can do that. Reel it in. Okay, we're going up some higher. Oh, what's this? What's this? A note. Dearest Met. I wish I were a Choco. Nothing to do but be round, fluffy, and cute. Oh, is that what that thing is on my shoulder? The whole sleep long. No job, no crisis about the future. It'd be more relaxing than being a door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman. Are things any better with your family? Are they still upset? Do they still hate me because I gave them an upper decker? It was a joke, man. It was a joke. Why can't they take a joke? And that was the note. Man, that guy's kind of a rude guy, huh? Do I unlock a flashlight? This cave is kind of dark. There's a hole over there, but there's a hole over here. A golden hole? Do I need to activate the sonic thing on this thing as well? Maybe? We gotta touch it? Put my hands on it? Then I use the sonic thing? Nope. Oh, it's a puzzle. This is where the puzzle section comes in. And the puzzle has solved itself. Perfect. Was that correct? Do I need to spin it a few times? Apparently he just thrusts it like crazy. I don't know. Waves across the room. The beautiful room that glows blue. Oh, a little green lizard over there. It feels like we're underwater, the way it's generating that ceiling illusion. It's pretty cool. Do it one more time. Netflix has now gone 3-for-3 with live-action anime, with the One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Rurouni Kenshin being enjoyable, and not god-awful. Yeah, it was certainly a pleasant surprise. It's an interesting interpretation of the source material. Doesn't replace it, almost more of a supplementary thing. Well, again, we've already established that this game looks and sounds nice. That was a nice little moment right there. Not sure what it means to the overall significance of the story, but it was a nice little thing to enjoy. Looked great. But now I gotta figure out where I'm going and how to get the heck out of here. Probably this hole over here, I'm guessing. Shoot the lizard to get a stamina boost. Shadow of the Colossus. It's been a long time since I played that game. But I don't know of very many other games that have done what it has done. 9 octaves after 1/3 after the Jusant. What a weird timekeeping system you have here. Taking a look at the crustaceans. Brellas. No, they're called footstools. Unless you're referring to something else, maybe. In this giant squid head looking thing. Slow and majestic flight. Okay, so this is not a brella. Maybe these seagulls are brellas. Shrinklets. They resemble flowers, apparently. Much has been forgotten about these things, including by people who skim through our notes and don't actually read them, and then they kind of find themselves lost. And then, really, whose fault is that? It's theirs. It's their fault. Why don't they read? This octave, we are celebrating the safe return of Expedition 34. Unlike previous expeditions, Expedition 34 did not result in a complete travesty. Her Imme were the first to venture out of the Great Plain. A welcome reception will be had at the next big sleep. Yeah, off we go. Off the cliffside we go. Nope. Okay. But no, seriously, where am I going from here? We got another rope to descend. I could. Oh, wait, is that an elevator? Is it? Oh, it's... Okay, if I wanted to go back down, that's what I would take. But do I want to go back down? Not in particular. Or is that where I need to go? No, I was over there. I walked around here. Do I need to get to that platform and climb up that? No, probably not. Hey, thank you for the raid, Awan Koro. Or Awan Koro. Hope you're having a good evening. What were you enjoying this evening? Because I'm playing Jusant, a game where I climb around and get super lost trying to climb a cliff face, even though it's relatively linear. I'm just really bad at navigating, though. Well, I wanted to check out this game this evening, and check it out I indeed have. But once again, this is one of those games that just kind of befuddles me. It's not super tough. It seems like I should be able to understand what's going on, but I just keep getting lost. I can climb up this thing. Can I put that in there? Yeah. I can't climb those things, even though it really feels like I should be able to. You played League of Legends for like 12 hours because you couldn't sleep. I'm sorry to hear that. I can't imagine playing a League of Legends would put you in a soothed mood to be more receptive to sleep. But I hope you at least had a good time with that. Do I put my cord in here and reel this? No. Maybe I just unlocked a way back this way. I don't know. Okay. Waypoint. Where am I going? You say that way? Really? You sure? Blue ring up there. Green ring down here. I have no idea where the hell that red ring went. Does the green ring point me to a collectible? Is that what's going on? These noises are so obtuse. I guess green is telling me where the things are. Green is where the things you can interact with are. I feel like I've already touched this thing. I can't stop it mid-roll or anything. Do I need to climb something while it's spinning? Is this a timed challenge? I don't think so. There is a chasm right here. Maybe I can fall in that? No, it doesn't seem like it. Well, the green ring was pointing at me here, and I have no idea why, so we're going to ignore that one. Oh, wait, there's a ladder right here. We're going up this ladder. Possibly. You had fun. Everyone's always like, oh no, you can't enjoy League. I wouldn't know. All I know is what I've heard, and I've heard it's a maddening game, so I'm happy you had fun with it. It's so hard to be a casual gamer in competitive games nowadays. Yeah, there are a lot of people who take that too seriously. Even back when I was playing Overwatch, I didn't even play the competitive modes all that often, and eventually I stopped playing the casual modes as well, because that got a little too competitive as well. I just played the arcade modes, the silly little goofy modes. The ones where every time you die, you get a randomly selected character. Things like that. Hero rotations. There's always some goofy modes going on in that game. 12 octaves and 1 pribe. One whatever. Reading the notes. Reading notes. Yep, that's a note. And then we continued up. We could take the... could take that. I could put a thing in the care. Put a stone on this. You stopped playing Rocket League as well, just too toxic. See, of all the competitive games, that one seems like it shouldn't be toxic because it's all about playing around with toy RC cars. But I imagine the fact that it's a competitive game by nature means there's going to be a lot of frustrations with it. And also the fact that you're trying to control a little RC car, which is not always the most controllable thing, is going to be maddening in and of itself. Hey, yo! Apparently this thing is magnetic. I won't complain. Yeah. There we go. Wait, can I get up there? Yeah. No. Crap, I tried. Reel me up, and then I swing. You saw the Fallout Christmas announcement and my Skyrim Christmas? Yeah, gonna be a Skyrim episode. I don't know if we got any Skyrim Christmas episodes, but there will be an episode of Skyrim on Saturday as usual. Yeah, we're just running. We're running and we're not unraveling ourselves. I'm just gonna stay attached to that thing. Wait, hold on. Can I trigger this watermelon to do a thing? No, it would seem that is not the case. Go this way. My thing automatically detached. I was waiting for my character to start choking because he got pulled back, but never mind. And I attach the thing in here, and then I rappel down. I hit the wrong button, so I rappelled up, which is the opposite of what I wanted. Down we go into another golden room. Detach. And now we Indiana Jones this idol. No, there's a thing growing out of this platform here. Use the blue stuff, make all the grass grow, and try and interpret what these little signals do. So there were 3 folks here looking at a seed. That seed shot out the sun or something. Not entirely sure. And we all lived in some kind of a giant frog tadpole looking creature. Lizard! And then I went into the crevice. Why not? Are there any plans to do the story? Because it forces you to play a specific... Oh, you must be talking about Fallout 4. Speaking of Fallout 4, are there any plans to do the story? Nothing concrete at the moment. It is something I am discussing with Zach, because you're right. Unlike other games, Fallout 4 does try to be very heavy-handed with its story, especially once you reach the Institute, which is basically where we need to go next to do the main story. So we'll figure out what we want to do with Fallout 4. Zach and I will keep discussing it. Maybe we'll do some more DLC. Maybe we'll do some mods. Maybe we'll do more of the main game. Not entirely sure how we want to do that, though. We're going to figure it out. The way that I spliced the thumbnail in the announcement is hilarious. Yeah, I was doing that, and in the middle of doing that, I realized this is going to really mess up my character's face. And then I realized, but it's funny, so I'll leave it. So yes, it was intentional. Oh, I'm going backwards. There are alternate story mods to make it less Sean. Yeah. Again, it's something we're discussing. I've seen a couple of those mods. Hey, activate this thing. I should have been holding on to it so I didn't have to climb. It's probably a speed run strat in this game is to hold on to the plants as you make them grow so you don't have to do any climbing. Nuka World would be fun to see. I agree. I hope that Zach and I can eventually do Nuka World and Far Harbor. I honestly have not seen either of those DLCs. I played the first hour of Nuka World, but never beat more of it. And beyond that, woo! I haven't really played either of those DLCs. Yeah. I can't remember if that was the first time that I played Automatron either. I don't know if I did Automatron before Zach and I got around to it for the channel, doing the Mechanist and all that stuff. Do I not go up this way? Oh, I need to make that one grow. Yeah, we're riding the plant. Oh, yeah. Oh, should have rided it a little harder. I'm in for a treat with Nuka World. I've heard mixed bags. I've heard that Far Harbor is the better DLC and Nuka World is frustrating because it makes you be a bad character or something like that. I don't know the specifics. I've just picked up. I've gleaned from what I've overheard other people saying about it. I look forward to making the judgment myself, though. Have I seen the skit where the 5 main protagonists in Fallout fight each other? No, I have not. Sounds pretty fun, though. Even though most people won't even know the first 2 protagonists. It's the Lone Wanderer, the Courier, the Sole Survivor, and 2 unnamed schmucks. I have no idea who they are. Who's this guy with the 13 on his back? I've never seen him before. I don't play isometric games from 1920. Because that's how old the original Fallout is. Who's the other guy with the 13 on his back? Yeah. You advise getting a mod to change Nuka World a bit. I will ultimately be deferring to what Zach decides, but if you've got a good suggestion for it, let me know. Send me a message here if you want, or you could message me on the Discord, or on Twitter, or YouTube comments, because believe it or not, I actually do check the YouTube comments quite often. I don't always respond because we get a lot of them, but I do check them. Big titty death claws make Nuka World better. It makes everything better, doesn't it? Is that some kind of water wheel? That would make sense. The water pours in there, turns that lever. Skip Home Sweet Home mod. Okay. I'll try to keep that in mind. Yes, I get it. People lived here. They had a fun life. They rode tiny little bicycles. They also climbed up the walls, probably. Or maybe they fell. One of the memories is just some guy screaming because he's falling into an endless chasm. He's just stuck in purgatory. How do I do the multiplayer in Fallout 4? I do amazing camera work. I made a companion. I named him Mike. And I programmed him to follow Zach. And that's how I did it. Obviously, a little bit more work goes into it than that, but that's basically what I do. All right, we're done listening to this shell. Having to break it into a million pieces. Yep, that's a consumable shell. It's kind of like the magazines in Fallout. You know, you read one, and then no one else is allowed to read them because it dissolves. Or you eat it or something. Over there, go over there. It's a small gap. Why can't you cross it? Go over there. Because I need to pull the lever first. And instead, descend. Am I going backwards? I might be. Nope, this seems new. I don't remember the green ropes. The game design class comes in real handy making those companions, huh? Oh, I've gone in a circle, haven't I? Damn. Yeah, I feel like my prior backgrounds definitely did. So when I was, when I was like 15 or 16, when I was in high school, I downloaded I guess a pirated copy of RPG Maker 95, RPG Maker 2000. It was a game that was only released in Japan, but it was translated into Russian and then translated into English. So it was very broken English, but the fact that I was able to get my hands on it meant I was able to start programming little Final Fantasy IV looking games. So I could make characters, I could program them to do scripted battles. I learned the basics of programming from making games in RPG Maker. I learned about variables and switches, and if character is standing on this spot, then this happens. If X is greater than 1, then player is forced to move 2 spaces north. Things like that. So I learned some basics of programming code. And then, yes, I did take digital animation and game design classes, and a lot of that was stupid. Like, if you can make a video game, why don't you sell me the pitch for your story? You want to learn some basic Flash programming, so your final grade for this class is make a Flash game that teaches people not to smoke. So I had to make some anti-smoking propaganda video games, and I drew a character shooting water from a super soaker, shooting at people that were smoking cigarettes. You had to put out the cigarette smoke with your super soaker. Put out their cigarettes with your super soaker. Like, I had to program stupid little games like that, and that did help me learn how to program for making the modded companions. Modding has always been something I just kind of did. Something that I did. I did something similar for Civilization. Before I was modding Fallout games, I was modding Civilization 5. I've got a couple of mods on the Civilization 5 workshop, too. So it's just something to pick up over time. The more you do, the more experience you get. I didn't have to take classes and spend thousands of dollars learning how to program. I could have just spent my spare time programming things that I wanted to program, and I would have gotten better at it. I stopped receiving my paper. Is there anything I should do? This must be an oversight. There isn't enough water left for the postal relays to function. Thank you for your feedback. Sucks, doesn't it? The water purification training helps too? No. My military career did not help me be a good... Well, I guess maybe in a sense, it did help my career in the sense that it did teach me to have a louder voice, to enunciate more. I imagine if I didn't have my military career, my military background, if I didn't have the strict military training, I might be making more ums and uhs and more filler words, which is one of the things they try to beat out of you. Not physically necessarily beat out of you, but it's one of the things they try to wean you out of, is if you start stuttering, then you hear about it. It is in your best interest to speak clearly and speak forcefully. So maybe I'm better at projecting my voice and speaking clearly because I've had experience with that regard. Even if I don't always make a coherent sentence, maybe that did help me a fair bit. Not that you would be able to notice it based on the first few episodes of our New Vegas series where I was still kind of quiet. Did I make mods for XCOM back in the day? No. I've never created mods for XCOM, no. You are so jealous of the voice training because you can barely communicate. Well, like I said, it's not necessary that you go into the military to do voice training. It's something you can pick up outside. If I could do my life all over again, would I have joined the military for voice training? No. I also took some classes when I was in college. I took public speaking classes, 1 or 2 of them here and there. So those helped, of course. I learned how to be able to speak to a large audience. That's certainly nothing to undervalue. And honestly, I don't need to do either of those things. I don't need to go to public speaking classes, although they do help. And I don't need to be in the military, although that did help. I can just speak publicly. I can schedule things to speak publicly. I can go in front of crowds and get experience that way. I don't have to spend money on either college or spend my life in the military. I can just get experience from life. That's how I would suggest doing things, too. There are some people that go, oh man, you were in the Marines? That's probably why you're so fit. I wish I could have gotten fit in the Marines. I wish the Marines could have made me fit. And it's like, the Marines don't make you fit. The Marines make you get fit. They make you run around and be very energetic and put a lot of effort. And then they yell at you and scream at you. And honestly, you can do all of the physical exercise on your own. You don't have to wait for someone to scream at you to do it. You'll be doing it your way, or you'll be doing it your way with their supervision. But either way, you would be doing it. You wish the Navy could have removed your asthma. Yeah. I also wish my military training could have cured me of any medical ailments. Well, this has been a fun game, but I think I've had my fill of Jusant. It's certainly an interesting game. I've had a good time with it, but it's not my kind of game, I don't think. Again, this might be something that would be more Zach's kind of game. I know he likes games like Eco and exploring around, but a puzzler climber without really well-defined waypoints and a story told almost quietly through notes. Not really my kind of thing, but I was happy to check it out at least. It's certainly got some interesting mechanics, moving around with the shoulder buttons, the triggers on the controller. I can definitely see now why they recommended that you use a controller for this game as opposed to a keyboard. I imagine using a keyboard for this game would be a lot more difficult. Journey does something like that. I enjoyed Journey as well. Journey was a great game. The Campfire stories and the podcast on the channel are really good. I'm glad you enjoy them. Thank you for the kind words. I feel like I need to be going that way, but then again, there's nothing over there. I need to be going up there. That's where I need to be going, probably. Double tap to ascend super quick. And indeed I can. Woo! It's not a cactus I can interact with very well. I may need to get over there, actually. Yeah. Come on, we'll swing. We'll get it. When is the Nier Automata playthrough? I've actually played through a little bit of that game this year. I thought it was all right. I don't know if Zach would enjoy it. And I didn't get super far into it. It seemed pretty fun. It had some fun concepts. I was playing it at a time where I was just kind of going through my Steam library, trying to pare it down a little bit. I would play a game for about an hour, and I'd go, I hated this. New game, I hate this. New game, I hate this. And then I got to Automata, Neo Automata, and I went, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this for a good 3 or 4 hours, but then I just kind of stopped playing it. It's been hard to find games that I can get into this year. I've tried a lot of them. I did enjoy Pikmin. Pikmin 4 was great, and there are some others, but I feel like my tastes have become a lot more discerning. Or maybe I've just become worse at video games, that it's got a really vibe with me. You beat the first campaign in Nier, it's just so cool. It does a lot of great things, absolutely. Have I heard of a small indie title called Fallout 76? I have, yes. Indeed I have. Maybe I have been ruined for other games? Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure what my deal really is. It's just harder for me to enjoy a wider variety of games these days. Back in my PlayStation 2 days, the PlayStation 2 era, I would go to a store, pick up a game on a whim, play it, just experiment with different things and have a blast. It's how I got introduced to the Ratchet & Clank series, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, God Hand. What a game that was. I went to the GameStop store and I saw a $20 Capcom game that was basically just a fist, and I bought it, and it was amazing. Not every game that I picked up was something that I enjoyed, but I played a lot of them, and I enjoyed the hell out of a lot of them. But I guess maybe my tastes have become more discerning. I should play Zelda? You're right. Again, there are so many good games out there that I feel like I've gotten the gist of what I would... I feel like playing the first few hours of this game gives me a really solid experience with it, and if I tried to go further into it, I would get frustrated and start disliking it. So I'm happy to drop out while I've got a fond memory of it. But there are plenty of other games out there, so many games. My Steam library is several hundreds of games, and I tend to pick one up, play it for 30 minutes, maybe an hour. If I'm having a really good time with it, maybe I'll play it for a few more hours. And if I'm still not super engrossed into it after 3 hours or so, then I just move on. I try something new. Because there are so many games out there that I want to play that I just haven't gotten around to play. I've not played a single Zelda game outside of, 4 seasons on the Game Boy, I've said before. And there are so many good ones out there I've heard. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, the Wind Walker game, everyone raves about. I remember people did not like it when it first came out, but public opinion has changed since then. Majora's Mask. The other one on N64, I've heard some really good things about these games. I just haven't gotten around to them. I've never played them. So many games out there, hard to decide on what to do, so you just end up playing the same old stuff. You are not wrong. Don't hate. I agree with that sentiment. It's so hard to play new games. You play a huge slew of them. There's so many out there. You get paralyzed by choice. You play 5 or 10 games, and it's just... they're not what you're looking for, so you go back to your old comfort food games, and you ask yourself, why leave? If I'm having a good time with these games that I've already beaten 10 times, sure, beat it an 11th time. It's your free time, have fun with it. Mike plays Zelda through on stream like the Oblivion series? Sure. I am willing to at least give these games a try. Go back and play the Zelda games for the N64. Maybe I won't play the ones on the Switch since they're probably still $60 each because Nintendo prices never seem to freaking drop. But yeah, here I am playing Jusant, and I've been playing a bunch of games on stream that I just haven't before, because I've got access to these games. Might as well give them a try, so I can let you know what games I think are really fun. And even though Jusant may not be my cup of tea, maybe watching me play it for a while means you saw it and you liked it. If you like what you saw, by all means, it's probably out now. I'm pretty sure. They usually don't just give me a key and say, yeah, this game will be out in 6 months. Yeah. If I play Zelda, you will watch me play. I will probably play it in the future. I will probably play it through some of the N64 versions of Zelda. Ocarina of Time, that's the one that everyone raves about. Majora's Mask is good from what I've heard, but Ocarina of Time is apparently better. Don't I have SNES Classic? I guess I have tried the SNES one as well. I played that one for about 5 to 10 minutes, and I walked away and got bored, I guess. It didn't grab me immediately, and then I got bored and moved on because I had so many other SNES games to play. Rogue Gamer, you say Mutant Zero Road for Eden for the Switch is pretty interesting. I played that, actually. It's on the channel. Before it was available on the Switch, it was on PC. I played a fair amount of it on the channel. I even had a couple of episodes with Zach, so yeah, if you want to see me playing Mutant Year Zero, yeah, you can go ahead and watch that. Have I played Stardew Valley? I have. I don't have any videos of it on the channel, but I did play through it with my brother. My brother Robert and I played some Stardew Valley. I wish I were recording at the time because he invited me over to his, I guess, wine storage room, and I hit a button and like 12 barrels exploded and he got really mad at me. I don't even remember how that happened, but apparently I started sabotaging his wine room. As far as I can remember, that's the main takeaway from that. How is Anne doing? She is doing great. She's having a good time, Long. Well, thank you for asking. Stardew Valley is good, all a pure grind, but a really relaxing game. Some people need that. Some people need a boring, relaxing grind to turn off the brain. No death state, no worries. Oh no, my carrots are 2 days past the harvest date, and that's the biggest concern they have. I played Harvest Moon back in the SNES. Never got into Stardew Valley, but from what I have seen, from what I have played with my brother, it does seem good. I can understand why it's got such a cult following. Would it be fair to say it's a cult following? It's got a diehard fan base, but I feel like it's popular enough to not really be considered a cult following. I feel like the term cult following means it's niche, but Stardew Valley is pretty widespread. The Mike Duck reminds you of Foulmouth from Cell Damage. Hey, as long as it doesn't remind you of Howard the Duck, I'm fine. There's plenty of things to do. Boring isn't justified. Yeah, I mean, people love those games because there's things to do. Might not necessarily be difficult, might not necessarily be dire, but it keeps them occupied. I played Farmville. I know. I played a lot of Farmville back in the Facebook Zynga days. I was sending out friend invites. Accept my invite so I can have a chicken on my farm. If 5 friends accept this friend invite, then you get an egg. So stupid. But it was effective. And Zynga became a super profitable company. Become one of the tubers and play Minecraft. I've tried Minecraft, in all seriousness. But much like how I couldn't understand the big open world that was Fallout 3, I really couldn't understand Minecraft when I tried it way back in the day. There wasn't really a good tutorial. Maybe there is more of a tutorial these days. But when I tried Minecraft, it was kind of difficult to sign in. And then once I did, it just kind of threw me into an open world without really any sense of what I needed to be doing or what I could be doing. I already told you how I struggle with games that don't have waypoints. This game didn't even give me a tutorial or a starting point. It just threw me into an open sandbox and said, do stuff. And I said, how? And it went silent. So I never played more of Minecraft. The SNES Classic is the mini SNES system. It has Donkey Kong Country. Oh, okay. That's a system you're talking about. I played some of those games. Have I played Assassin's Creed? Yeah, I played the first Assassin's Creed game. Found it kind of boring. I heard good things about the rest of the series, but I never really got into those Ubisoft open world games. I guess it wasn't appealing enough to me. You know, I like these cartoony stylized games, and maybe Assassin's Creed games took themselves a little too seriously for me. It was difficult for me to get into that series. I heard great things about the Black Flag, the 4th game in the series, but I've also heard about a lot of Assassin's Creed games making missteps,
and just trying to shoot out games as fast as they can, working against them. Minecraft has a much better tutorial now. Happy to hear it. It probably would contribute to why so many people enjoy it, is that it's got a better entry point these days. You say Assassin's Creed 3 is the biggest dumb, campy, violent good time. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad game, it just isn't necessarily the kind of game that would draw me in. I'm sure if I were playing it, I'd have a pretty good time with it, but it hasn't really drawn me in. If I'm going to be standing out here just kind of talking to you guys, I should find a better viewpoint instead of just inside this dark cave. Whoa! What game do I think goes really underrated? There could be a number of games that would fill that requirement. I would say the Sly Cooper series is super underrated. The audience is way too niche for as good as those games are. It was never as popular as Ratchet or Jak and Daxter, but my god, those games are good. And it's kind of a shame we only had the 3 games, and then the 1 game, and then nothing. I also feel like God Hand is one of my favorite games that got a pretty bad rap. Oh no! I'm in a purple ooze now. Yeah, God Hand is a lot of big, dumb, goofy fun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I wasn't supposed to rappel down this far. Okay, I'm out. Have I played Crash Bash? I'm assuming that's a Crash Bandicoot racing game. And no. The only Crash Bandicoot game that I played was the first one, and I thought it was kind of boring because I played it many years after its heyday. And I was like, what is this? It's a 2D game where you're running towards the camera. This is dumb. I don't like it. But yeah, I thought God Hand was a great game, but it got not the best reviews, especially from IGN. There were a lot of people that panned it. And granted, it was buggy, but I mean, sometimes the best games are buggy. Speaking of bugs, I think I'm kind of broken right now. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. But yeah, as buggy as God Hand was, it's still perhaps one of my favorite beat-em-ups of all time. It's harder for me to play these days because it requires so much button mashing, and my fingers get very sore, but I love how wacky and zany it is. You thought of a game that Zach and I should play? Well, I'm always open to hearing suggestions. I'd say if there is a game you think that either of us should play, if there's a game you want us to play together, your best bet would be to figure out who would enjoy that game the most, and recommend it to them. For instance, I really found out that I loved Outer Wilds, so I wanted to share that with Zach. And Zach really loves other games, and he wants to share them with me, like the Dead Space remake or Resident Evil 4, so we do that together. Even though it might be more profitable for us to play games that are popular, it's really, the channel is basically not just us playing the Fallout and Skyrim that we enjoy, but also us sharing games with each other and enjoying in each other's joy. Like, even if I don't particularly enjoy the Dead Space remake as much as he does, it's great to be there while he's having a blast. I'm sure you understand that sentiment. Whee! Back in the hole. I'm just rappelling around the same area right now. So join me around this little campfire. This little, cracked egg of a campfire as we just kind of chat together. And we look at the small little creature on my shoulder. We should play Borderlands, probably the second one. Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath for that. Zach does not have a high opinion of the company that made those games. To his credit, though, he and I did try to play the Tales from the Borderland game many years ago. We sat down to record it, and after about 15 minutes, we realized that we couldn't really get a word in edgewise. The game was just kind of a series of cutscenes with the occasional player input, and there wasn't a lot of room for us to interject. So yeah, we pretty quickly realized that it wasn't going to be a good fit for the channel. It is a good game. I thought Tales from the Borderlands was some of Telltale's best work, but it wasn't going to work on the channel in its format. It's a game that largely plays itself, and I feel like that happened to a lot of Telltale's games. It's why I think the first Telltale's Walking Dead was the best one in the series. Not there's plenty of reasons why, but the first Telltale's Walking Dead game had pretty good pacing. You would have an action set piece here, you would have dialogue here, and then you would have an opportunity to walk around at your own pace, interact with the world, kick over a rock, see if there's something underneath it that you could use, pick up a screwdriver off a bench, and then walk over to the barn and unscrew a few things. In the later games, it was just one set piece after another. You go from one to one to one to one, and there was never any downtime. And that's not necessarily a bad design choice, but it does mean that it's difficult for Let's Players to show off their particular personalities. Hard for them to get a word in edgewise. Hard for them to give their opinion. And I'm pretty sure they wanted streamers and Let's Players to give their opinion, because there is, at least in streaming mode, there's there's an option in some of those games to let your audience decide what you're going to do. Like, here's a very tough decision. You can hit 1 or 2 to cast the decision in Twitch chat, and then it will automatically pick the decision in-game. It had that functionality, so I think they wanted Twitch streamers to play the game, but the games themselves didn't allow the streamers a chance to play the game. The games were always playing themselves without any downtime. You enjoy when we're playing lazy games. You know how the kind of games you say, this is the dumbest shit, but you're both having a good time anyway? Yeah, just because a game is dumb doesn't mean it's bad. I've enjoyed plenty of dumb games. The aforementioned God Hand is one of them. God Hand is a very stupid game, but it's a lot of fun. Zach is clearly the frog, a little creature on my shoulder. He reminds me a lot of the character that I just saw in High on Life. If you've ever played High on Life, there's a small side quest you can stumble upon where there's a guy who has a butt for a face in a back alley, and if you bring him a set of drums, he goes on to become a really, really world-famous drum champion, and you can see him appear on the TV every now and then, and he's playing the drums really well, but because his face is a butt, you're hearing a mix of drum noises, and it's really dumb humor. It's really stupid, but that's kind of what High on Life is. Maybe I'll play that game sometime soon, because that game is just a mess of fun, goofy nonsense, and I loved it. The top tier mouth farts, thank you. Does Zach not have a high opinion of 2K games? I think so. I think that's correct. From my understanding, he's not happy with the company that made Borderlands, because they also made the bait and switch that was Aliens Colonial Marines, and that really upset him. And he has not forgiven the company yet, as far as I know. So even though Borderlands might be an interesting option for the channel, I don't think he's really eager to jump into it. 2,000 games that Zach is not a fan of? There's a billion games out there. If it were only 2,000 games, that would be surprising. There's probably 9,900,000 games out there that I'm not a fan of. And most of them are sketchy. Whoop! Did my controller disconnect, or did it just auto-pause? It may have just auto-paused. Neat feature. Do you mind? We're enjoying a campfire talk here. I suppose I should start to wrap it up. I wanted to do a little quick stream showing off Jusant, but I've got some time to chat, so if you guys want to talk about anything else. When is my game going to come out? I don't have a game. Although I do have some ideas floating around in this noggin of mine for a potential Fallout mod. I think I've got some pretty fun ideas. I just need to put pen to paper, as the phrase goes. Need to start writing down these ideas, start programming it out, and turn it into a reality. It's just difficult to find the downtime these days. This week is an anomaly, because Zach and I are not recording, hence why I have so many opportunities to stream and relax a bit before the holidays, but normally I am quite busy. Am I going to do any anime spanking games? Speaking of spanking games, I did play God Hand, and you can spank your opponents in that game. When is Metal Gear going to happen? Zach and I do make reference to that a lot. Zach and I have really enjoyed those games. I was really, really big into Metal Gear Solid 2. A lot. I liked Raiden more than most, I would venture to guess. And Metal Gear Solid 3 is solid, and I thought Metal Gear Solid 4 was a fitting end to the series. And I haven't really brought myself to play Metal Gear Solid 5, but according to Zach, it's pretty good, and popular opinion would seem to concur with him. Yeah, it's Gearbox. Gearbox is what I kept forgetting. Yeah, Zach is not happy with Gearbox. Correct. The problem with the Metal Gear Solid games is, would it be a good fit for the channel? Possibly, but I'd have to. It's difficult because a similar complaint to those Telltale games, in that there's a lot of talking, a lot of dialogue, a lot of the game playing itself. The final cutscene in Metal Gear Solid 4 is 90 minutes long. If you watched every single cutscene in some of these Metal Gear games, it would be longer than probably 2 or 3 movies stitched together. And that's not even including the codec calls. If you include all of the codec calls you receive, the codec calls plus the cutscenes would probably be about 10 hours of our videos. It's 90 minutes of art. I agree. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it makes it really difficult for it to be an entry on the channel, because people want to hear what we have to say, generally speaking. Want to see our reactions to things, and if the game itself is just a movie, then there's not much we can do with that. It would be sick if Zach and I did board games. It's tough to set that up. I've heard of other people doing board games. I've seen people try to do board game reviews and stuff like that, and you've got to have a couple different camera setups if you want to do it right. If you want to have it done right, you got to have a couple different camera setups, and the audience wouldn't necessarily transfer over. Just because people enjoy watching us and our characters in Fallout and Skyrim doesn't mean they'd be interested in watching us play Sorry on a tabletop game or something. What about Deep Rock Galactic? It has some charm. Yeah, Zach really enjoys Deep Rock Galactic. There is a video of Deep Rock Galactic on the channel. I played a bit of it with my brother Robert, and then Zach joined us a little bit later, so there is a single video of Deep Rock Galactic on the channel. If you're ever curious if we've done a video game on the channel, there are a couple of playlists that list every single game that we've done. So if you go into the playlist that's labeled All Games A through F, it's basically every game we've played that start with the letters A through F. So Brawlout, Dragon Age, I don't have to spell out the alphabet for you guys, but yeah, there are a couple different playlists, and if you're curious if we've played a game, yeah, you can just look through it. I try to keep it updated and up to date as much as possible. Sons of the Forest. No, I have not played that. I don't think Zach has either. I really enjoyed Soviet Womble's super long analysis on the original Forest game that I did not play. It did intrigue me and made me want to play Sons of the Forest, but that also seemed like it might be a large amount of time investment, and it's difficult for me to agree to that. I guess the game has some kind of auto-pause feature, because it keeps on doing that. You say that Zach sounded depressed when he was playing Deep Rock. Well, he may have been when he was playing. I don't really know when he was playing that last. It may have been during a rough moment in his life, or maybe he was just having a bad day. Or maybe when he's by himself and just kind of relaxing with a game like Deep Rock Galactic, he is more relaxed, and because he's not bodacious and enthusiastic and energetic, maybe it sounds like he's depressed or bored when he's really just kind of chill. I couldn't say. BioShock would be a really good game for us all. You'd watch 7 hours of all the games. I feel like those games would be more than 7 hours long. But yeah, Zach and I played BioShock back in the day. I'm pretty sure I beat BioShocks 1 and 2. And then I really didn't care much for BioShock Infinite. Was not appealing to me. I have not played System Shock. I wouldn't know if it's better than BioShock. Do we not like roguelikes, or is it not your cup of tea? Well, we have played a couple of them on the channel. We played Dead Cells. I guess that's more of a roguelite. We've played a lot of roguelites on the channel, not really roguelikes. Although we did play FTL, another game that I think would fit into the roguelike category. Let's see, games that would fit into that category that we've played. Dead Cells and FTL is... I guess there are card battlers that kind of fit into that as well, like Slay the Spire and Inscription. I think I showed off a bit of Alina of the Arena, which is kind of a roguelite. Have I played any of the Yakuza games? No, but I do have those on my Steam to-do list. I've got a few Yakuza games, Yakuza 0 and a different one. I'm just worried. I'm just apprehensive about getting into them, because if I do like them, it feels like it might be a big time investment. I've heard those games are kind of big. But yeah, hopefully sometime this year, we might be able to get around to, at least on stream, checking out some of the Yakuza games. D&D tabletop games. I have not ever played anything of the sort, no. Zach has, though. Zach has played something similar to that. I don't think he's played D&D, but in addition to playing games like Magic the Gathering, he's also played some of those D&D style games where you and a bunch of friends get around the tabletop and make a character sheet and stuff like that. He's done a few of them. Baldur's Gate 3 might be fun. I will be looking into Baldur's Gate 3 sometime this year. Zach seems a bit iffy on it. He's a little annoyed whenever people ask about it, of course. I guess I shouldn't speak for him. It seems to me like he's annoyed with all the requests he gets for Baldur's Gate 3. It seems like it might be overhyped for him. But if I try it out this year and I have a good time with it, I'll see what I can do to play at least a little bit of it with Zach. maybe a one-off video talking about what I enjoyed about it. Again, the best way for us to, the best way to get us to showcase a video on the channel would be to get one of us to really, really enjoy it and want to share it with the other one. Much in the same way that I really, really enjoyed Outer Wilds and wanted to share it with Zach. You did not like it as much as the original 2 games, but the Baldur's Gate 3 was fun. I've never even seen Baldur's Gate 1. I saw Baldur's Gate 2 going for super cheap on Steam. I have no idea if it's any good, though. It certainly didn't get the hype that the 3rd game got. How about Back 4 Blood? I believe that is the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, right? I am pretty sure Zach played that on stream. I think he was generally pretty positive about it, although he didn't super love it. He did do a gun rant video on it, and again, if you go to the Mike Burnfire channel and look at our playlists, I believe I did put the video that he made for Back 4 Blood on that playlist, because the playlist doesn't just show Mike Burnfire videos, it also shows Zach's channel and also my secondary channel sometimes. So, yeah, if you check out the Mike Burnfire playlist to see if either Zach or I have played a game, because I do try to put those on there. What about A Hat in Time? I enjoyed it. You know, I love me some platformers. I don't remember if I ended up beating it. I think I didn't. But I played a few good hours into it. I had a good time with it. I feel like I got stumped a couple times, though. I feel like there were a couple of times where I had to walk away because I couldn't figure out what it wanted me to do. I think there was like a story moment with like a murder on the train that I got stuck at for a bit. I had to come back later and give it another go. And then I got past that part and I made a bit more progress. And then I got stuck at a different part. It's been a while since I played that game, so I may be misremembering. But I'm pretty sure there were a lot of opportunities for me to get stumped at, as opposed to previous platformer games I have played where it was just a large open world that wasn't really trying to tell a story. It just wanted to let you explore and do whatever you wanted to do. Solve puzzles, platform around. But Hat in Time was trying to tell a bit of a more streamlined story, and that made it a bit more difficult for me. Fun game, though. Will the Mike Duck get a VTuber rig one day? That could be fun. I would enjoy that. I'm happy enough with this little two-dimensional character at the moment. Don't really see the need for a rig necessarily. Just some creepy, dead-eyed duck staring directly into your souls. His head softly bobbling to the side. His reaction of anger or sadness not being present. He always just has a stone face. Zach and I should play Little Big Planet. I played that on the PlayStation 3 way back in the day. I had a pretty good time with it. Played some of the levels. Enjoyed some of the character customization, the ship customization. Didn't the entire thing get wiped a while back, though? Didn't, like, the servers go down and every single Little Big Planet level was erased? It's kind of a dampener on the spirits. You say rigs are expensive and you're not going to use one until you get richer. Yeah, I feel like if being a streamer were my day job, my primary source of income and all that, then I would perhaps give more consideration to having an actual rig. But seeing as how this is normally not a regular thing for me, since I'm usually streaming 1 or 2 days a week, then I think that the PNG animated duck serves its purpose. A Burnfire burger. A Burnfire burger. Sounds tasty. Making me hungry for burgers. I don't know if we'll ever be popular enough to have some kind of food merch, or if that's even a thing we would want to do, though. I could do reactions with it, but you love Mike Duck no matter how many dimensions he has. Thank you. Kind of you to say. If Zach does gun rants, what would be my rant? Game rants? It would probably be Fallout rants. Probably different versions of Fallout. I've got a couple different rants on the channel. I've got, let's see if I... Woo-woo! I mean, I've got 5 or 6 different videos on the channel at this point that are just me talking about different things. If I pull it up. Yeah, so I did a video analysis on Fallout the Frontier, Fallout New California, Mass Effect Andromeda, Super Mario 64, roguelike deck builders, Mass Effect, Starfield, Outer Wilds, MS-DOS games, Ratchet & Clank, just whatever crosses my fancy, I do different rants about, I suppose. Yeah, so it's probably like Fallout rants. Have Zach or I ever played Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines? Yes. Yes, we have. And by we, I mean I have. Yes, I have. That's Vampire Survivors. Hold on. So I played, I would say, the first 4 or 5 hours of Vampire the Masquerade Chronicles. Have a good time with it. It's pretty fun. Never ended up beating it, though. Got distracted. Never came back to it. It was kind of jank. But I had a fun time with it. And, yeah, I made a pretty... There are 5 or 6 videos on the channel, but if you want, you can just watch the best of summary of it, which is under the short stuff playlist. How has Captain Kirk been? Honestly, it's been a while since I've talked to him, personally. I did get in touch with him recently, though. I found out he's got a new puppy. He's got a new puppy. I believe he said the dog's name was Jasmine. She seems nice. Cute little puppy. And according to him, she's a lovable scamp. So he's probably got his hands full with the dog. Do I still post on my blog channel? No. I don't post anything on the blog channel. Someday I should prank Zach by absolutely researching a topic he's unfamiliar with to death and start ranting randomly. What I should do is plan for him to find a gun, just leave a gun for him lying around in the Fallout games. And then when he starts telling me about, like, this is the G27, it's got a recoiling magazine. And I can say, yeah, the recoiling magazine was designed by John Smith, and it was back in 1847. And it was patented by the Omega Corporation. And the third bullet in each magazine cartridge it contains trace amounts of nitrogen oxide. And he'd be taken aback by how much I know about it. And he'd start to suspect that I was making shit up, and secretly I was, because I wanted to catch him off guard. That could be fun. Yes, I agree. What would I sound like as a vampire? Well, if you watch my Vampire the Masquerade videos, you can see. It sounds pretty similar to what I sound like. It's like, hey, it's me, I'm a vampire. Can I have a taste of your blood? Just a tickle. Just a trickle. I promise. Sword rants? I know nothing about swords. Honestly, Zach probably knows more about swords than I do. Fighting games? I played Smash Brothers. I used to play some Virtua Fighter 4, but I can't concede to playing a lot of fighting games. Blip blue, blip blip blue. A rant about water purification. Yep, nope, never played Tekken either. And I've forgotten basically everything I could about water purification. It has been a fun and relaxing evening talking to you guys, but I should probably head on out. Oh, the game has decided it wanted to pause as well, so. All right, must have overheard me. It overheard that I was planning to head out, so it decided to pause itself. How kind. Stop listening to me. Stop listening to me, game. Yeah, but I will see if I can do another stream tomorrow. I'm not sure what I will stream. Maybe I will stream High on Life. I don't know. Or maybe I will stream a different game, or maybe I'll boot up a old Zelda N64 game and play that for a bit. But I feel like if I did play that, I might enjoy it a bit too much and want to keep on going. So maybe sometime in the future when I've got a bit more free time. I've got some free time this week, but that's not gonna last. So maybe next year I'll find some time to do some more Zelda, or to start doing some Zelda and then do more of it. Yeah, the N64 Zelda games, which I've heard so many accolades for. I feel like there are so many games out there. How do I pick which ones I want to even try? Not even play. Which games do I want to even try? And I think the ones that have historically been highly rated, people that say are the best games of their era, I should definitely give those a try. I have played a lot of amazing Nintendo 64 games, but there's always been a few on that list that I haven't played, and it's basically at this point only the Zelda games that are eluding me, so I need to complete my best of N64 games by playing those, and see what people enjoy about them. Hopefully they have aged well. Is this the last stream for the week? I can't make any guarantees, but I always stream on Friday, so if I don't stream tomorrow or anything, then I still am planning on streaming some Fallout New Vegas mods on Friday. I will probably try to check out a bit more of the Crossroads mod, see what the Brandon character in that mod has to say with his unvoiced voice, but I will try to stream something tomorrow, if nothing else. Have I tried Ship of Harkinian? Nope, I've never even heard of it. It's a PC port of Ocarina of Time. Okay. Might have to check into that. I will probably just play the N64 version first and foremost, and if I like it, then maybe I'll put in the work of trying to find a PC port of it. Every game that we bring to the channel is always enjoyable. Go nuts, pick random. Well, you say that, but we do have to pick carefully, because sometimes I'll bring forth a game like, hey, how about we do an entire series on Chrono Trigger, and then it doesn't get nearly any attention? Or how about this game that I played in my youth called The Blue Contestant, or the other RPG Maker game, The Thin Line, the Blurred Line? Like, nobody watched that one. The Blurred Line. Yeah, but we will be sharing our favorite games with each other and perhaps doing a bit more one-offs. There's so many good games out there, it's really, really difficult to dedicate a whole lot of time to doing a series on them. But I definitely want to showcase more games than just Fallout and Skyrim on the channel. As great as those are, we do want to see other games and show them to each other, so hopefully in the future we can do a lot more one-offs. Yes, we did play Chrono Trigger, that is true. Some people just don't have any class. It's not in the public zeitgeist. I can't really fault them for it. Not a whole lot of people are hearing news about Chrono Trigger these days. There was a fan-made remake that got shut down. There was a PC port. There was a PlayStation 1 sequel. And since then, it's largely been quiet. So I guess I can't fault him for not being terribly interested in watching the series. But anyway, I suppose that will be it for me. Yes. We still enjoyed what we did with it. We still had a good time with it. Good night, everyone. Good night, Scarecrow, Longwolf, Avon. Thank you all for stopping by. Bloodfang, Punk Raider, Panzer.